Right, so I'm back on the street again after talking to that lady, and yeah, this sycamore they've said to come down. It's a big tree. It's a magnificent tree. But after that conversation, I'm more sure that I'm right on my approach. That we see the state of this is an elderly person's bungalow, and this tree is causing all sorts of problems here. Not just the wall there, you can probably see how it's leaning, but the amount of shade, all the plants under here are struggling. You've got a hydrangea there that's doing quite well because that will cope with a lot of shade. And there are shady plants that you can plant. And the fact that she's an elderly lady means that she probably doesn't do any gardening at all. Even this fuchsia here, which will cope with a modicum of shade, is struggling. And that tree, no matter how beautiful it is, it's a London plane for a start, so it's not really a native. It won't have a huge amount of wildlife value. For me, that tree's got to come out. And that's clearly the case. So as the lady was saying in the last video, the tree opposite as well is the same. It's a London plane. Totally inappropriate for this street. Just move down a little bit. We've got a lime tree here that's leaning a little bit. It's a little bit broken off up there. In fact, it's leaning quite a lot. You know, if the prevailing wind, I'm just trying to get my bearings. Where's the sun? We are at 20 past 11, so the sun is almost south, so that's south that way there. So that tree is leaning. The prevailing wind comes from the southwest. That tree is leaning towards those bungalows. If the wind blows, it's going to blow that down onto those houses. That tree needs to come out. They've planted a small. This looks like a hazel. Looks like a hazel, I'm not sure. I don't know hazel so well, but that looks like a hazel. So, but going back to what I said on the other video, I'm just concerned about when a tree comes out, just how good that planting area is for another tree to go in. And I'm just wondering if we are storing up huge problems for us 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 years down the line, rather than doing things correctly now. Really taking out all the soil from that area, all the roots from that area. Good 6 foot planting hole. Taking that soil out, adding in lots and lots of compost, lots and lots of leaf matter. If it can be afforded, a little bit of fertilizer, a little bit of the root encouraging fungus, which I forgot the name of right now. To give the tree the best possible start. Not a lot to ask. And again, we have another London plane there. Again, it's a beautiful tree, and in a parkland it would be it would look brilliant, it would be spectacular, it would be fantastic. But again, I would imagine, even though the lady said that they'd run out of notices to put around the tree, so I would imagine that this one's coming out as well. We can see the damage there that it's doing to the wall. There's a lot of heavage. The bungalow's in complete shade virtually all of the day because it's south facing. So without the tree, this frontage will get a lot of sun. But with that tree there, it just casts such an amount of shade. Let's quickly get over. I don't want to get knocked down. And here we have looks like a young sycamore. Lots of seeds there. So this is on the southern side of the road, so it's further away. You can see that the shadow of the tree there is not casting a shadow on that house. I mean, we're in September, so the sun's not at its highest in the sky. And of course, in a 6 weeks, 8 weeks time, there's going to be no foliage on the tree. So even though the sun will get lower, it won't be casting a shadow, or any shadow that it casts on that bungalow will be very light. The sun will come through the branches, etc. So there's not a problem with light from this tree, and actually the heavage here doesn't look too bad. The curbstones aren't out at all. That tree for me could stay, but again, just like the video I did on Rustlings Road, I kept saying that it's really down to the local people who live on that street and who have to deal with these trees on a daily basis. If they can deal with them, they like them, they enjoy them, then fine. Then they stay. If not, then they go. Here's an ash tree. Totally inappropriate for this site. An ash tree is a huge tree. We have a possible problem of ash dieback coming in. Luckily, we don't seem to have it yet. It's something that's gone off the news. But the crown is quite sparse. Ash trees tend to have quite a sparse crown anyway. But even so, this one's struggling. It's obviously been pollarded at some point. You can see how the branches come out at funny angles. It's just not a very attractive tree in any way, shape or form. I would take that out. So I'm just going to finish this bit with that, and I'm just going to walk up onto the road, but I'll start again in a little bit, in a while. Bye for now.